So last session, you all on the wrong map. Oh, they've got you on the right map, but I'm just on the wrong map personally.
Oh, I'm the Scottish Beast Queen.
So last session, you well, Wilhelm and Anax both joined the tournament that was being held in the Elven Kingdom and fought in it. Jason was watching the tournament. Didn't put any bets on though, because there's no point. Not that many is. We went through the tournament, all seeming well until the Dark Lord attacked to take the Shard of Fire off the Elven King. The Elven King, with his relic that you guys had recovered, attempted to fight the Dark Lord, resulting in his death.
No, we didn't attempt to fight. Well, no, we didn't get involved. If I remember
No,
correctly.
no, no. I said the Elven King fought him.
Oh, the Elven King. Sorry, I
Yeah, I
misheard.
said the Elven King attempted to fight him, and because he told you a lot that you don't have to worry.
Was he always expected to die?
Maybe. Um, he said no, I'd win, and he
Or I
didn't.
did not win.
He did not win. Got cleaved in half. Uh,
We've set off to the Dwarven nation.
yeah. So.
Oh no, yeah, we received gifts, didn't we?
Yeah, you receive, and afterwards, after the Elven people are currently mourning the death of their king, but the Queen gave you all, a gift to help, as she believes that your party will be the ones to ultimately defeat the Dark Lord, and she puts her faith in you a lot. Wilhelm received
misplaced faith.
yeah, misplaced, but yeah. Wilhelm received the relic that the king had, although it's not properly bound to Wilhelm yet, so it does not have the full strength. Justinian got a cloak, which will help with his archery. As long as he is at a long range, he does more damage. And
oh yeah, I think I made a note of this. Let
yeah,
me check on my.
I should still have the note as well in case to remind you. But and it's got
Yeah, 5 damage when 25 feet from target.
yeah. And Anax got a robe that allows him to, for 3 times a day, cast a spell as a bonus action, and also calms his mind while raging to allow him to concentrate on spells. But yeah, with the recap out of the way, you are currently on your way to the Dwarven Kingdom. I would say we've probably skipped about a day, because that day we're filled with nothing but travel, because the Dwarven Kingdom is quite far away. But now you're getting quite close to the actual area. You're just sort of on the outskirts before you actually get into the Dwarven nation. Would any of you say anything to each other? It's kind of like earlier now, I guess, like maybe you're all waking up, or...
Oh, not really.
Yes, everyone just chilling.
Pretty much. Being chilling.
Correct,
And as the cart's just rolling down the road, carrying on towards the ooh, okay, pardon me. Towards the Dwarven Kingdom. You're all like in the back of the cart, so you don't know where this comes from, but you have like just one of the guards that came with you, because he was the one who was going to give you guys a lift there, and then he was obviously going to go back. The guy driving is like, oh, so he sort of like looks back for a second. Obviously not, make sure he doesn't stare, of course, but he looks back for a second, sees you all waking up. He's like, oh, you guys are awake, yeah. I wanted to make sure you guys got a good rest, but yeah, we should be at the Dwarven Kingdom soon. It's
yeah.
quite a good day outside.
When he's looking back, he's just seeing me playing solitaire.
Yeah. Luke's just playing solitaire. Wilhelm's up, probably just making sure his armor's in good condition.
Wilhelm, want a game of poker?
Maybe some other time, friend. But as the guy turns back around, you hear like for a moment you hear the snapping of a bowstring as an arrow pierces through the head of the guard, who is, well, I guess, in charge of this caravan, as the horses sort of
Unnamed guardsman.
unnamed guardsman who got domed in the head. His body falls off the cart as the horses are really frantic. They're all the two horses are like obviously
Tyler.
neighing about. Yeah.
Can I cast? Can I cast animate dead?
Fuck me, the body's still warm. I mean,
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cause you more pain right now. Yet.
Yet. Lovely. But as the guard flops down, I guess you all be alert now because obviously someone's been fucking sniped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out the car. I'll help if I actually load up the roll 20.
Yeah.
I'm just like staring at my campaign sheet. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and as I guess, Jason, would you get out the car as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone sort of makes the way out, and sort of how you are now. I just put you all on. I'm not making the car massive, but the car would be a lot. It would be able to accommodate you all. It's just for the actual map. And you hear rummaging in the bushes as out from the bushes comes some goblins.
Fucking goblins. They're just not orcs.
Yeah, and you hear a voice in not the best of common, but a lot better than what you've heard. Comes a voice from
Better than my attempt at Elvish.
probably, yeah. From down the road. It's a pretty big goblin.
Ash, not a goblin, Ash, an orc.
It's totally a goblin. He's on drugs. He's on roids. This really big goblin. He shouts towards you like, "Oh, you lot have... Oh, I forgot now what I was going to say. It's all planned out." And like, one of the closest goblin to the left turns to him.
Goblin.
He sort of like walks up. He's like, "Boss, we're supposed to tell him about what what we came here to do." So he's like, "Oh yeah. Thank you." So yeah, no, he's boss. As he goes back in line, he's like, "We are soldiers of the Dark Lord, and you three heroes," he says with like a lot of sarcasm on the hero bit. It's like, "Oh, the Dark Lord, he's put a pretty big bounty on your heads, and as good soldiers, we follow orders, and we're gonna make sure the Dark Lord gets your heads by the next sunrise."
That's crazy, bro.
he's waiting for people to respond. He's really like he's like, "Well, they don't respond," and then so like from the back of the caravan, like just like pokes his head like.
I'm gonna reply to an orc and go, "I don't speak common."
He looks at, he first responds to Jason first. He says, "That's crazy, bro." He's like, "Well, yeah. What? Well, it will be when we kill you." But also, when Luke responds with, "I don't understand common."
In orc.
Well, yeah, I don't understand common in obviously in Orcish. The goblin speaks to you in surprisingly fluent Orcish and goes, "Don't lie to me. We already know about your abilities, your life. We know that you
then I guess you want to join your brethren as I take out my orc club. The head of an orc club.
I'm a goblin."
You're a bit big for a goblin. I'm calling you an orc. It's
Oh.
gonna kill you quicker.
I'm a big goblin. Fucking
Nah, mate, you're an orc.
Fucking racist.
Yes, I am. You're green. Those goblins are yellow. You're green.
Yeah, it's all the magic roids I'm on.
Well, you're more of an orc than a goblin, so you're now an orc.
Fair
You
talk.
also speak very fluent orc.
Well, yeah, we're part of
I'm
the.
I'm also talking to this guy entirely in orcish.
Yeah, so you just go back and forth, and it's like, well, yeah, I fight for the Dark Lord. You know, it would be a bit difficult
Oh,
be a bit difficult to understand our fellow troops if we didn't speak the language.
all I'm hearing is excuses, excuses, excuses. You're an orc, mate.
He turns to all his fellow goblins and tells them to ready to attack.
Hey, don't make this about. This is between me and you here. You're an orc.
He once again tells you that he's a goblin.
Can I investigate and see if he truly is an orc?
You can try, yeah.
I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
He is a goblin.
Oh shit.
Upon further inspection, he has all the features of a goblin. He's just very roided out.
Mate, you might want to stop taking roids. They look really bad for you.
Nah, I'm the strongest goblin.
Oh, they're orcs. I don't have any issues against orcs. Hey, you guys can fight.
You mean issues against goblins?
Yeah, I don't have any issues against goblins.
Wilhelm, upon hearing Luke say, you guys can fight, just turns to look at you for a second and then just turns back towards the enemies.
I looked at Wilhelm. Wilhelm, they're goblins. I have issues with orcs.
They are still enemies. They're still allies of the Dark Lord, and for that I will strike them down.
True.
But,
Are they like a ragtag band?
no, they just said they are troops of the Dark Lord.
No, yeah, no, I know that, but I mean like their equipment wise.
Oh, well, like, do they look well armored?
Yeah, are they like? Is it still like your average shitty goblin equipment, or do they have
The roided,
military
the
equipment?
roided goblin looks like he has like, I guess, above average goblin gear, but all the other goblins just look like what regular goblins would have.
Ah, okay, nothing important then.
Yeah. Are you joining the combat then? Luke?
Yeah, I
You
will
just
be
do-
doing the combat. Yeah. Oh shit! Let's fucking go. Only nat 20 I'm getting. All the rest are gonna be nat ones.
To save time, I'm not rolling each fucking. Actually, I can actually. Do I want to roll every goblin initiative, or do I just want to do them?
You could just do them all as one.
Yeah, I'll just do them off the leaders. Off the leaders.
Just do like the 2 squadrons and just act from that.
Yeah, actually, I'll just do the leader as his own, and then the 2 groups as their own.
Yeah.
War chief. Go.
Let's go. War chief, low stats.
And then
He's got pretty good decks though.
yeah, goblins usually do. Very nimble.
Fucking goblins.
No, it's not. Oh well, it's because they're all fucking decks, not an initiative. No, it would have been the same modifier anyway.
Ah, just keep it then. It'll be the same roll.
Oh my god, why are they all? Why is it out the map? I don't fucking know. This is just weird.
Ding everyone. Whom.
And this goblin group. Got 18 done. Right, so I'm doing. It
You
is.
know what I'm gonna cast?
It is goblin group. On the right. So all these goblins are all individually going to move towards Luke,
Oh.
the goblin gang, as they all scurry in to swing.
You're gonna make a fine addition to my collection.
and each one will attack at Luke for 5 attacks. Well, 5 attacks in total.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all
Miss.
very bad.
Miss.
Yeah. They all roll surprisingly fucking shit. Oh, it is only +4. But still, it's bad rolls in general. Sam, it is now.
Even if I was like stand there, most of it's getting. Let's stand there now. Most of it's getting is 3. Unless I'm gonna center a fireball on myself. Mm. Oh yeah, my turn.
Oh,
what do I
I
wanna
double
do?
clicked it. I've got busted again.
You know what? I'm gonna cast fireball right on the center of that goblin.
How big's the radius
Okay.
for fireball?
20. 20. Centered on that, yeah, 20. So it cover all of them.
Yeah.
I hadn't missed all of us.
Yes.
I don't care how big the room is. Blow up!
So 5 dexes. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
2 pass, 3 pass, 4. Oh no, 3, 4 pass.
4 pass.
Probably still kill them all. And then I'm going to activate my... and then I'm going to activate Bladesinger, actually.
Yep.
I get 3 Blade Songs and it increases my dex by 4. Oh, not my dex, my armor class.
Yeah, so before these goblins even get a move, Luke fires a fireball towards them, eviscerating the left flank of goblins.
Would you say they're all bones?
I'd say they're all
Like,
ash.
they're all ash, okay.
Yeah, they're like,
I want a pile of bones rather than a zombie.
yeah.
I want Mr. Skeleton.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
So Wilhelm, who is just gonna charge up. Oh, wrong thing. Charge up towards the strongest goblin, and is just gonna swing at him twice. 18 and 13. The 13 misses. Hit him for 10. And he will... Yeah, he will Divine Smite. For an extra 12 damage. Well, runs in, crushing down this goblin with a divine smite that booms and echoes through the forest as the goblin's body falls limp. That's his turn. It's now Jason.
Alright, let me just, let's go. Fucking hell, that was way too loud. Gonna start, like, move here first.
Yep.
You shoot this guy in the back.
Yep.
Just one shot into him.
Yep.
It's +5 damage because he's
Yeah.
further than 25 feet.
Yeah, I was added when you roll. Yep. That's just you just pierce through the goblin's head. Didn't even see it coming. As you moved quickly out of the way and sniped him. The goblin's body drops down.
Be this guy now.
Yep.
I think he literally is exactly 25.
Yeah, he's that hits. That kills the goblin as well. As
Yeah, that'll be my turn. Nothing else to do.
So, Luke.
Oh, there's a goblin. Oh, the big goblin's already dead.
Yeah, Wilhelm just
Kind of
bonk.
sad. Can I look to the goblins and just like, oh no, they don't speak common, do they?
No, they do.
Oh, they do.
They spoke. They spoke common before. Cause you
I'm gonna scream at them. I'm gonna go surrender.
roll me intimidation.
It's
I could say you get an advantage as well. I don't know if you'll get better than any team, but yeah.
Oh,
So
it's a kitchen.
oh yeah,
Oh, that one.
yeah.
2.
So it takes the 18 because it's your highest one. And they're quite terrified. They, in the span of, well, to put it into terms of action.
Out of 6 seconds.
Yeah, in the span of because of how D&D turns actually work. In the span of 6 seconds after the leader told him to attack, half of the rank got blown up by a fireball. The leader was decimated and is now dead, laying in the middle of the road from being struck down from the heavens, and two of the allies that were next to them in the same line got popped from they don't even know where, because they don't even know where Jason's gone. So yeah, they drop the weapons and they cower down in fear.
I'm gonna tie him up. I'm gonna sell you into slavery. I'm gonna tie them up. I'm gonna hook them on the back of the cart.
I'm gonna do what's fun.
I'm gonna chuck them on the back of the cart.
Yeah, so yeah, they don't really resist. You tie them up and throw them in the wagon.
And I'm assuming the horses have like scurried off.
No, they didn't run away. They were just like they were still attached to the.
Okay, they're just not on the map. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't be able to find anyone. But like, no, they didn't run away. They just they sort of like neighed and you know how
Yeah.
they raise. Yeah,
I'm gonna calm the horse down. Because probably a fireball going off right next to them
yeah.
probably scares them a bit more. Want me to do an animal handling?
Yeah. See how.
I actually hope it goes. Oh, it went alright.
I'll just delete these off the map for now. Actually, no, I'll keep them on the map. Oh yeah. So after Luke, the animal whisperer, you calm these 2 horses down, and they seem fine to travel again.
I then hop in the cart and start and get ready to guide the horse.
Yeah.
Anything on that big goblin over there? You might have had orders or something.
Yeah, Wilhelm, now that everything's sort of calmed down, decides to check the goblin to see if he did have any orders. 14. He searches through and he does find a note. He decides to just read it out for everyone. There's just no point. There's no reason the group would keep his secrets. He explains that the note is basically what he just said to you guys. That the Dark Lord had put a bounty on you, and this group of goblins had come to claim that bounty.
Shit, how much is the bounty?
There is as I said, there is a listing at the bottom, listing each person's bounty. Would you want Wilhelm to read your bounties out?
Yes, I want to hear my bounties.
So, the bounties are as followed. There is 3 bounties, for obviously 1 for each member of the current party. Wilhelm's bounty is 750 gold for the fact that he's a rank of a captain and he's part of an order. Also, it has a note saying the Dark Lord just doesn't like him. In particular, he just don't fucking like him. Like, so 750 gold bounty. Luke, you have your bounty is 700 for the fact that
I try my hardest to piss that guy off.
you did try your hardest. It does still have a note saying that he is kind of pissed off by you, but it's mainly Wilhelm's is slightly higher because of the rank he has.
He's got a rank, yeah.
Yeah, but yours is also because you've slaughtered a lot of orcs in your time.
I try.
Yeah, and Jason's bounty is also 700 for
I also now own a chemical weapon, which is greatly
Yeah.
dangerous to them.
yeah, and Justinian's is also 700 for sort of the same reasons. So of association, being part of the party, also killing a bunch of orcs. Mainly Wilhelm's is slightly more just for you killed someone with a rank. But other than that, yeah. So altogether, your party is worth what? 7, 5, 2, 10, 2,150 gold.
I looked to Wilhelm saying, "Oh, do you want to turn me in? We need some more money."
I'm sure I'm sure we'd get our money if we did that.
Go on, guys, turn me in. Like we can stage a rescue.
Fucking Wilhelm and Justinian have to put on disguises and go take you to the Dark Lord and get 700 gold and then free you. Easy money.
Easy money.
Free bag, the freest bag ever.
Let me do it again.
Do it
Easy
again.
money glitch.
Yeah, then your bounty increases even more, then do it again. See how many times you get through it. But yeah, is there anything that other people want to do here, or would you just carry on to the town? Or to the capital?
I'd respectfully burn the like the guard that passed away. I'd respectfully burn him.
Oh yeah. Give him.
Do a little send off. We can't just like leave him unburied, and we don't have the time to bury him.
Yeah. Wilhelm will. I will say do a fucking. Yeah, we'll try to do a little religion for a paladin. Is that the real? Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm helping you, Tyler.
He's. Yeah.
I'm I'm contacting Dylan's god this time again. I'm praying to Dylan's god.
Yeah.
Lessen his taxes.
Unless. But yeah. Well, would you like to carry on now after burying the guard? Well, not burying, but burning the guard's body.
Oh, I know the reason. Oh yeah. We continue. I continue. I know the reason why Dylan hasn't shown up since. It's because I informed the IRS.
Yeah.
He's been hiding money away.
Yeah, I can take off the turn order now. But you carry on. And as you make your way closer to at least where you've been told the dwarven capital is, you sort of leave the forests and make your way a bit higher into the mountains. After I'd say a few more hours of travelling, you arrive at the dwarven capital. It's,
I love this pixelated map. There we go. It's
yeah,
loaded in.
it takes a second to load in.
So, are we coming in from Ted? I'm guessing.
They're coming in from. Yeah, you'd be coming in from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing I'm going from this one
Yeah.
rather than this one.
Yeah, you're coming in like this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in the car. You also have the goblins sort of sat in the back. Wilhelm sort of look at them to make sure they don't try anything. Basically, as you carry on, you go across like a decently a very well made bridge. You'd hope so, as it's going over what looks to be a big pool of lava beneath you, lava and magma sort of. So you kind of think the bridge is good. But you make it to some big iron gates as you see in front of you, and they sort of walk towards you. It's like, "Halt, state your business."
We've just come from the Elven Kingdom. We're here to help with the issue with the Dark Lord. We're humble adventurers who have attacked forces many a times. We have defended the human nation, and we were there to experience the Elven King's death. God rest his soul.
The two guards sort of look to each other.
Oh, we also captured some of their troops.
I'm guessing you would then point to the goblins.
Yeah, 3 goblins.
Yeah, they sort of.
They still look terrified of us.
Yeah, they sort of look over, and they both look to each other, and they start speaking in Dwarvish. Does anyone in the party understand Dwarvish?
Yeah, I do.
Would you? I'm guessing you would listen to what they're saying, or would you not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages.
Yeah, so you can also listen. What language? Yeah, Wilhelm's just chilling, looking at the goblins. But Jason, from your natural knowledge, and Luke, from your magic, you do listen in on the conversation. Unbeknownst to the dwarfs.
Oh wait, I actually rolled it as a ritual. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
taken the spell slot anyway, but give me a second.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to the dwarfs, you're listening. And obviously you listen to conversation. Uh, do you really?
That's fine now. There you go.
Do you really think we have to let these guys in? It's like, oh well, you know, I don't know. I know the kings doesn't really wanna talk with anyone. Yeah, but to be fair, they did bring prisoners, so it could be useful. Yeah, to figure out what our next move is. Yeah. I heard the marshal's nearby. Do you want to head in real quick and ask him?
I also have a question. I also want to speak to the king about acquiring the mountain that's been abandoned.
Are you saying this in common?
Well, I can't speak Dwarvish.
Yeah. So, when
I can understand Dwarvish, but I
yeah,
can't speak it.
so when obviously they're done speaking and the first guy heads off, the man turns round to you, now speaking back in common. He's like, "Oh, about the mine. Yeah, I'm sure that's something we might be able to do. I've just sent my mate off to talk to our marshal real quick.
Yeah, I want to try and make a place where people can learn magic free of countries, basically.
That sure that'd be great. But yeah, he should be back in a few minutes.
And also a place for diplomacy.
Yeah. He sort of like he sort of like trying to stall for time. It's like, just get her all right.
We encountered some goblins on the way. The guard that was bringing us here kind of died. He took an arrow to the face, not the knee. Any good bars around here?
Well, of course there is. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, when my mate gets back to let you in, well, he should be back to let you in soon. But yeah, there's. Let me think now. Sorry.
Is there a lot of good bars?
There is a good couple. There is a good couple. Trying to think of the best one to recommend for newcomers.
Anything with strong amount.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm sure you'll be able to find it on your own. But you sort of like thinking about how best to describe how to get them. It's like, yeah, when you get in and find somewhere to park up, it's straight down the first street on your right through the main entrance, and then down the first street on your left after that. It's a pub called the Steaming Anvil.
Steam and Anvil.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. There's a good couple of pubs, but that's the closest one. I know they serve some bright good brew. He's sort of like tapping his foot, and he's like, he's taking a bit. But as he's saying that, coming out of like one of the guard houses comes the other guard. He walks up. He's like, "Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the marshal was just in a conversation. I didn't want to interrupt him, but yeah, I told the marshal about these people, and yeah, he says it should be alright if they let him in. He'll probably talk with them when they get into the town." He's like, "Ah, sounds good." He turns back to you. He's like, "Yeah, well, I can let you in now." As he shouts up to one of the other dwarfs on the gate, he's like, "Open the gate!" As
open the gate. Oh, it reminds me of something. There's gonna be a lot of things where you hear,
yeah,
"Open the gate."
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say a Monty Python reference, but I don't know if it is. I don't know why Monty Python's the first thing that comes to my mind, but yeah, they open the gate, and maybe it is Lord of the Rings. Maybe there's a scene in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it might be Lord of the Rings.
But yeah, they let you in. I guess you would just obviously take your cart in. I'm guessing you'd make your way into the town.
Yeah. I'd approach. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys make your way in and sort of find a place inside the gates to leave the cart. Guess now you've also acquired a cart because this guy can't take it back.
Yeah. Well, we could just sell it.
Yeah. And yeah, so you find a nice place to park up, and walking out of like the same guardhouse, just the other door of it, is a slightly taller dwarf, and his armor is very impressive. It's very embezzled with a lot of different.
He's embezzling.
He's embezzling money now. Embroidered. Is it embroidered though? When I'm looking for, I can't, when you fucking put over
Embroidered.
embroidered. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm thinking of. It's very embroidered. Looks.
Well, embezzled would also work.
Yeah, it's very. Well, it's a lot fancier looking than the other of the dwarf armors. And he walks up to you lot. He's about. He's up to your fucking waist. 'Cause he's very. Dwarfs are very small. Therefore, he's very tall. But he turns to you. He comes up to you. He's like, "Ah, so you're all the adventurers that have been making such a wave in the world."
I don't know if you're saying that in a good way or not. I want to assume it's in a good way.
Yeah, that can be taken whatever way you want.
Well, it depends on who you talk to. If you try to talk to the Dark Lord, he wouldn't see it in a good way. Talking to him trying to survive against him, it would be in a good way.
Yeah,
So it really depends on your preference. Are you with or against the Dark Lord?
I think that one should be awfully fucking easy.
Yeah. Gotta make sure these days. Who knows how deep he's got his hands in people.
That sounds awfully sexual. I don't think you meant it like that.
I did not mean it like that.
Yeah, well anyway, so what do you want to do with those goblin prisoners?
Sell him? Slavery? I'm assuming you are slavery.
Yeah, we can always use extra workers in the mine.
Exactly. Get him to work.
Well, they look like they're not exactly the most flimsy things, but I can do 150 gold for the lot of them.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Deal.
So he sort of puts his hand out to shake on it.
I grab the hand.
Yeah, he's like,
and the speak.
he shakes hand. It's like, yeah, I'll get the money for you in a second once we're done speaking. He does look over and does see Wilhelm. You notice Wilhelm looks a bit distant than recently. He's not really been talking as much. He's like, is your friend alright over there?
No, he's been a bit quiet. Well, buddy, you alright?
He sort of clocks back into the conversation. He turns to like, oh yeah, do not worry about me, friend. I am alright.
We have had a long day of travelling, so probably tiredness.
The dwarven master's like, yeah, I understand that. He's like, yeah, well, I believe, if I remember correctly, one of my guards was saying that you wanted to speak with the dwarven king. That's certainly something we can sort out.
Yep. I want to talk about the mountain.
Yeah.
The Misty Mountain.
Misty Mountain. And he's like, yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to ask me? If not, I can go grab your money.
Anywhere I can sell a cart.
I'll probably try. There is a merchant guild set up, so maybe go talk to them and see if they need any extra carts.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that'll be all, I'll go grab your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he walks back into the guardhouse and returns like a minute or two later. He walks up to you and passes you a pouch. It's filled with 150 gold.
Carts are not worth much.
Yeah. He also, obviously, during that he's told the guards, and they've taken the 3 goblins to the mines, so they go back to work. But yeah, from here it's
So what, blood?
yeah, from here it's up to you
It
lot.
depends. Is it more of a cart or carriage, Tyler?
It's it's more like a carriage.
Because a carriage is worth 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, cause it's more of a carriage than a cart because you can.
Because a cart wouldn't be able to carry our weight.
Yeah, it'd be a
I'll be
carriage.
honest.
Yeah, it'd be a carriage then. Cause yeah, it yeah, it'd be big enough to carry all of you. So yeah,
There
so
we go.
it's up to you of what you guys want to do now.
I guess I had the 50 gold pieces. I split it between us.
Yeah. So wilhelm and justinian also get 50.
Because we all fought in that fight, so I'm not gonna like. Yes, all my money.
So yeah, so both you, wilhelm and justinian both get 50. Yeah, so it's up to you where you want to go now.
I'm gonna go to the merchants.
Yeah.
Do you fellas want to come along, or do you want to meet at the castle?
It's like, Wilhelm goes, I think fucking hell, can't speak. I think I'll go on ahead. I'll see if I can talk to the king.
Yep, I'm gonna try and write a letter back to the Elven Kingdom. You know that bomb maker?
Oh yeah.
I want to see if he can mass produce those ones and just give it to the army.
Yeah, and where would you go, Jason? Would you follow Wilhelm? Would you follow Luke? Or would you go
Yeah,
somewhere
yes.
else?
Follow well.
Yeah, so Luke goes to the merchant guild, and Wilhelm and Justinian will go to the castle. I'll do your scene first, Luke, and then. So
It's one horse that's carrying our thing, is it not?
it was two.
2 horses. Okay.
Two whole horses. But yeah, I would say roll me a roll me a survival. Just see how long it takes you.
We're getting pretty decent rolls today.
Yeah, so like you're not completely lost, but you just more taking because you've not got anything to do.
I'm using that comprehend languages to look at the signs.
Yeah, like you're more just taking your time learning about it, and sort of you're not really in a rush. So like you need to get there immediately, but you walk around, sort of get a feel for the town. It's a lot of people around, like working. There's a lot of dwarfs, all working together in harmony, hauling various oars about. There's other dwarfs. It's mostly just a lot of people hauling, a lot of people working, people just working as a machine. You also notice it's very easy to see around the streets, as everybody is at waist or slightly higher than waist height. It's very easy for you to see around the streets. You're not used to this. But yeah, after a bit of walk around, you do find sort of it's got luckily it's in sort of different. It's in like universal languages. So there's like separate signs for like it's in dwarven, it's in elvish, and it's in common. You find the merchant guild.
I'm going to walk in and go, merchants!
Yeah, so you walk in and go, merchants, and the sort of person at the front desk and a couple of the merchants who are just currently in the guild, all look at you.
I go, is anyone in the need of a cart? Or a carriage? And 2 horses?
3 people raise their hand. They're all 3
Well,
different
I have
merchants.
2! Well, I have them. I only have 1 cart and 2 horses. Come outside and go have a look. See if it interests you.
Yeah, so the 3, the 3 dwarf merchants, all from different parts of the merchant guild. They're all like separate merchants who work for the guild. They all follow you outside, and I guess you'd lead them to your cart.
Yeah.
Carriage. Yeah, you need to.
It'll be just outside. I was riding it down.
Oh, you're riding it through the street.
It'd be pointless. Oh yeah, because it looks like I'm going along a main street. So
Yeah. Yeah, so you show them it. They all start looking. It's like, oh, pretty well made. It's like, and after they all look at it, they all like, I'll have a look and turn to you and I guess wait for you to carry on, like, or like explain, like, I don't know, like how much you want, or
So, who's interested first? Give me an offer. What do you want for this cart and horses? Or separate, either works.
they all sort of look at each other, and it kind of turns into like a betting, well,
An auction.
like an auction. That so there's three dwarfs. The first guy says he'll pay 50 gold for it.
Hey, come on, stand up. 50 gold over here, 50 gold.
Uh,
The dwarf, the merchant dwarf over there. Come on, who's next? Who's next? Come on.
Second dwarf raises it to 60 gold.
We got 60 gold, 60 gold.
After a moment, the third dwarf raises it to 75.
Oh, we got 75, 75. Come on, can we get any higher?
First dwarf goes and raises it to 100.
We got 100 gold, 100 gold, 100 gold.
Second dwarf raises it to 110.
Got 110, 110. Going
The
once?
the third dwarf raises it to 115.
Well, we got 115. I'm not gonna keep doing that. It's
Yeah.
gonna get annoying.
And after that, after he raises it to 115, the two dwarves just sort of look at each other and they just sort of wave their hand away and it's like, I'm not doing that. And they both walk back inside. So that it's just the last dwarf who bid 115 gold.
Thank you, good sir. There you go. Enjoy your new horse and cart.
Yeah, so he pulls out a pouch. He's like, there you go, my good man. Has you
Thank you.
a pouch of 115 gold.
Enjoy your new elven carriage and horses.
He's like, oh, well, thank you. And he sort of gets in his carriage, and I guess he would just take it to wherever, either like his house
falls
or
apart.
it falls apart. He just takes it, and
poof, I'm gone.
yeah, and I guess rides it to wherever he was going. I guess like to his house or wherever he set up, have like his shop or whatever. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we successfully got a cart. Well, not got a cart, but sold a cart. In the meantime, Jason and Justinian making their way to the castle. Jason, you notice it now whenever you can see he's at least passively and then I guess more RP. You spoke to Wilhelm a decent amount, like at the tavern. You can definitely see that something's bugging him. He isn't talking about it, but you can see in the look of his eyes something's bugging him. As you just make your way towards the castle.
Mm.
Would you try and talk to him during this time, or you just carry on
I'd
walking with him?
just leave him alone, innit?
Yeah. You carry on walking, and you get to the front of the castle. It's quite a magnificent building, kind of partially resembling a forge. So like obviously the centerpiece of the capital. It looks just to be like the building. It's a castle, but at the same time it kind of looks like a giant smell. Well, obviously, 'cause you and Wilhelm have never really seen dwarven culture, but castle weirdly does look like a giant smeltery, at least in appearance. I guess in the both of you would just move up to the front of the castle.
Yeah.
There's two dwarfs on guard. The coat is like, halt, state your business. As Wilhelm, I guess, not in a mean way, but he looks down on them as the tall man looks down. He's like, I, Captain Wilhelm of the guard of the. Bro, starting over his words the entire fucking session. He's like, restarted his own sentence. Fucking hell. Wilhelm looks down and it's like, I, Captain Wilhelm of the Order of the Lion, have come to speak with your king. And they both look to each other and like, speaking in common. The Order of the Lion is like, oh shit, I heard these guys are pretty big deals. So yeah, sure. Come on in, mate. And opens the door for you and Wilhelm. As you move in, this is what you see. hella ocean violations. But no, you walk in and the castle is made out of very, well, like a darkened rock. I wouldn't say it's some like obsidian, but it's very strong rock, and there's a pool of magma and sort of lava below you. You do notice as you look around and you're walking in, there is sort of like off in the distance and not near the main throne room. There is a lot of a lot of forges set up, and you see a lot of people like a bit further below you, just working away. I realised I forgot to put a sheet on for the Dwarven King. Our character, so I will find one. And
Come on, Unc.
yeah, crashing out. I'll just go with one of the cleric ones. There we go. Oh my god, it's in-law size. No. Looks like a small child. Yeah, that's the best we're going to do. I'm not going to make any bigger, or he's not going to be the right size. But, you both make your way in. As, I guess, he would step off his throne first. Actually, no, he stay sitting. He does not have any reason to come down. I guess you two would make your way up closer. And,
Yeah.
the Dwarf King looks, he's like, ah. He's like, outsiders, I've heard quite a lot about your party. About what you've accomplished, what you've done. He sort of sat on his throne, and he's got like one hand like on like where his cheek would be through the helmet, as he's just sort of looking at you. Well, he's sat on a pretty high throne, so he's looking down on you guys now. He's like, so what do you lot want? Wilhelm obviously takes the lead of the conversation, as he's the one who actually wanted to come here. He's like, Your Highness, we have come here to seek aid of the dwarfs and see if we can find a way to vanquish our mutual enemy. The Dwarven King looks towards you, well, obviously still looking at you, still with sort of an uninterested pose, where his like hand on his cheek. He's like, yeah, I want to say this in a nice way. I don't want this to come off as, I don't know, arrogant. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. I only really care about the security of my people. And, you know, I know you guys probably took you a while to get here, but, you know, I'll care more about this threat of the Dark Lord when he comes knocking on my own doors. So, yeah, I hope you lot can understand, but, you know, it's not really my issue. We've not really been heavily affected. And he sort of stops there, still looking very uninterested. You can see more. Well, you see Wilhelm. You know, he's not got any of his weapons out, but you notice he looks a bit angry after this. Sort of clenching his fist and maybe biting his tongue with something he wants to say. But the Dawn King carries on. He's like, yeah, well, you know, if that's all you wanted, then, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, so if that's all you came here for, then the door's behind you. I could offer you some work, but don't know. Is that something you guys are interested in?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Why not?
It's like, yeah. Kind of chuckling to himself, taking the piss. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm sure there's some stables that need clearing out. He's trying not to laugh. He's kind of not taking this seriously.
No, we don't do that, little bro.
Yeah,
We're
And
not slaves, bro. We don't do that type of work, bro.
he's like, oh, yeah, yeah. And sure, it's just, yeah, you know, I don't want you doing any serious work, seen as, well, the last monarch that you guys worked with, well, he's kind of dead. And with this just blatant disrespect to your characters, Wilhelm just snaps and throws a javelin right next to, obviously purposely, right next to where the king's sitting, to purposely avoid him. But
Tyler, can I walk in at this moment and go, should have hit him in the head?
yeah, you sort of hearing you sort of make your own way and hear the commotion. Uh, yeah, you do make your way in, as you said.
I don't understand the context of it, so I'm just walking in and go, should have hit him in the head, chuckling. And
Yeah.
go, on all serious note, Wilhelm, why'd you chuck a javelin at him?
Uh, Wilhelm turns to you as you see the javelin pinned into the side of the throne, with a fair bit of light crackling off it. He's like, I do not accept blatant disrespect of our character, nor do I accept blatant disrespect to the dead. He turns back to the king. We come here offering our aid, offering an alliance so that the Dark Lord may not come and knock down your walls and break down your doors. But go ahead, your highness, he sort of says mockingly, sort of reflecting the king's own arrogance and sort of...
I'm gonna go to Wilhelm, and I'm gonna just place my fist on his like mouth and just shut it like, Wilhelm, you're angry, but you are still talking to a monarch who can have you imprisoned or worse, executed. So shut up.
Wilhelm will try and grab your arm and sort of pull you
Ah!
off.
No, Wilhelm, don't. You are in the wrong place to try and do. Oh, you want me to do a safe throw?
Yeah.
Strength save that one. Ah, finally got a bad roll. Hey, motherfucker!
So he grabs your hand and sort of pulls it away. It's just like, do not try and believe that he is so above us. Someone who would sit here mocking others, even others of similar power. He was not there. He did not see what happened. I have not once in my life seen someone wield a power to slice another in half without nothing but an utterance, a moment. There is a nation out there, friend, with no monarch. And even though they say they'll be alright, deep down, I know it's not true. And he turns back to look at the king. But, he's right. Maybe it was a waste of our time to come here. To expect anything but ignorance from another. I'm sure he will call for aid when his kin are murdered. Or maybe the kin will call to us when he's the one dead on the floor. Sliced in half. Wilhelm sort of turns away from the king's like, monarchy, what a fucking joke. As he decides to just walk out the castle. Ain't dealing with it.
Jason, are you gonna follow Wilhelm?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, so Justinian follows Wilhelm out of the castle.
I'm not going to. I still need to say my thing to the king.
Yeah, so I guess you would move up now to talk to the king.
And I would do like your courtesy bow and all that.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta do. Does my back give up on me halfway through? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, sort of your will and determination. You do a very courteous bow, the most courteous bow you've ever done in your life, and the king once again looks at you. Well, this is your first time seeing it. He doesn't really look impressed. His hand is on his cheek, and he's just sort of looking at you, very unimpressed. He's like,
I'm sorry about my companions there, sire. I've come to you with a different matter. I have no interest in Dark Lord thing. I'd rather happily kill orcs. That's a pleasure. But that's my own reason. My more goal is to set up a magic academy. Because I've noticed walking across the land, there's not really many. So, and I plan to use the old mountains that have been abandoned. And as like no one currently owns them, I'm kind of asking, do you all agree that that's okay? I had the thing from the Elven Kingdom, get it from the Human Kingdom easily. I'm more just asking for your blessing to control that place.
He sort of, upon hearing your offer and sort of, you're talking about making a magical academy. He just sort of, for once now, moves his hand off his cheek and sort of sits up properly. He's like, hmm, it's quite an interesting proposition there. And what, you have already got the favour of the humans and the elves?
Humans not, but I've helped their king a couple times, so they shouldn't be so hard. Elves, I've helped them out and they've agreed.
Yeah. And so yeah, you want to make an academy to teach people magic.
Yes, and also use that ground as a neutral area for diplomacy.
I'm guessing you don't intend us to pay for this place, do you?
No, you have no need to pay for any of it.
He does.
I plan to be footing by doing, of course, mercenary work, i.e. this. Well, going around collecting money.
He does. He sort of puts his hand on his chin and he has a bit of think. It's like neutral ground, place we could talk. Be good to teach my people mystic arts. We've not really had a way to do such a thing in our lands. Yeah, I only see positives for that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. However, you mentioned you did work for the other kings. I do have small task that has been bugging me. Maybe that's why I came across so scornful towards your friends, but I have a small task, and yeah, if either you or your group could help me with that issue, I'd happily write up the deed immediately and give you my approval to own that mountain.
I would happily agree to that, but I also need to persuade my companions to, and after the current thing, they would not be so. What's the word I'm looking for? Not reluctant, the opposite. They'll not be so reluctant. They would not be so pleasured to do it.
Uh,
For them, it would take more of the golden obligations.
yeah. Well, this is quite a big issue that's plaguing us. Tell your companions that I will give them 75 gold each if they assist you in solving this issue.
Thank you, my lord. I will see if they agree to it.
Yeah.
Now, what is the issue that is plaguing you?
So recently, we've had a bit of a drop in our production because I've heard word from my workers, from my kin, that there is a creature lurking in our forge that seeks to remove us from this land. So somewhere along those lines. No one's really seen it, but it's hard to explain. No one's seen it, but they know it's there. The machinery stops working. Things go missing. Random, even though we keep very good safety precautions, random things get set on fire. It's all a lot of bother, and it's kind of putting a stamp on the old production. So, if you can make your way to our big forge, just have a look around. Maybe ask a couple people there, find what's causing the issue, and deal with it, and that deed is yours.
Sire. As I bows, I take my leave.
Yeah. As you make your way out, Wilhelm and Justinian had sort of stood a bit out from the castle. They're sort of like in the courtyard area, I guess.
I'm gonna go to Wilhelm and go, Wilhelm, I know issues like this are very to the heart and all that, but in situations like that, you could have had yourself executed.
Then you must not know who I am, friend. I would rather die than ruin my honor and lower
I
myself.
I agree to that. Yes, it is harmful to ruin your honor. But there is times when just simply not throwing a fit. You just threw a fit, which to me doesn't seem very honourable.
There is no honour in a man like him either. If I must lower myself to his standards, then what honour is there? What is left of me if I lower myself to someone like him?
Yes, but he will once see the time, okay? He will see, and he will pay for that. For all we know, he currently has an issue with his production. That could also be due to the Dark Lord. Which, for all we know, we could go find out, and it's the Dark Lord, and he instantly becomes reluctant to help.
You intend to convince us to help you, aren't you?
You can if you want. He's paying 75 gold for you to do it, so well, it's more up to you guys.
Wilhelm will turn to Justinian and ask for his opinion on the matter. If he feels like he'll do the job for that much.
That's brokey money, man. I'm good on that. It's not enough. Nowhere near enough.
Solo adventure.
Wilhelm's like, although I do not care for the monetary value, I still do agree with Justinian. We are one in the same. We have grown up in similar lands, and I realize he understands. By all means, do this job. Get your deed or whatever he has promised you. And if it's something serious, and come find us. I'll probably help.
Yes, my goal is to investigate.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
Justinian turns to you, Wilhelm. It's like, what? I said that completely wrong.
Wilhelm tells Justinian.
Wilhelm turns to you, Justinian. It's like, I don't know about you, but I'm a bit thirsty. Do you wanna head to a tavern and chill for a bit?
Yes, sir.
I give them the direction to the what was it, the anvil place?
Yeah, the steamy anvil.
The steamy anvil.
Wilhelm says, like, thank you, friend. And both Wilhelm and Justinian walk off to the tavern just to chillax a bit. I think Wilhelm needs to calm as well, because all this stress from everything that's happened, from the Elven King to moving constantly, is probably getting to him. So Wilhelm and Justinian make their way to the tavern to rightfully chill out for a bit. I'll show you two in the tavern, but this is, oh my god, it's the similar tavern. But yeah, you're both just now chilling in the tavern.
Oh my god, there's a new guy.
Oh yeah, well, when they walk in, they do. I'll quickly do this, just by you two are going to chill.
I do recognise someone.
Yeah, you recognise the guy sat there. It's a familiar face, and he turns. He sort of turns to you two as you walk in. He's like, right, lads. Where's your other friend? I swear.
Ben, isn't it? Benjamin.
Yes, I swear he's going to promise me some teacher work. Wilhelm turns like, he's sort of like, he's like slapping his fingers. He's like, why? He's like.
Tyler, can I walk into the tavern too?
Why would you be walking?
No, I haven't set off yet. I'm having a quick pint. I need that good luck spirits.
Yeah, Luke walks in to have that good luck pint as Wilhelm and Justine are sitting down and sort of talking. There's not really anyone else in. They're all probably working still. And Luke walks in. He's like, oh, never mind. There he is. And why don't you just say he was on his way? Wilhelm's like, oh, I didn't know he was. And
I'm having a quick pint before I go on this.
no, of course you are. But I'm sure it will help.
I'm assuming this is Benjamin, Tyler.
Yeah, you notice him, and yeah, it's Benjamin.
Also, Tyler, I realised that from ages ago, from all the way at the mines, I actually put Benjamin in my notes. Because I remember I put him as he's literally on my other as Sketchy Man Benjamin.
Sketchy Man Benjamin. It's like, well, yeah, I'm sure a good luck pint will will help you. So what you said? What you before you head off were? I'm so sorry.
I've got a quest to do about figuring out why the dwarves' production has stopped or slowed down.
Ah, well, no, I'm quite bored myself currently. So if you
Wanna
want,
come along, Benjamin?
yeah, I've not really got anything really to do, and if this helps you get your I'm assuming this will help towards getting your school set up.
Yep. And hopefully funds. If we can get into like one king's thing, I might be able to get into his pocket eventually. If I keep doing helping him with stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I'll happily come up.
Come along. You get 75 gold for this, Benjamin.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, I'll see how much of a help I can be.
Any help's better than none. As I buy a pint. How much is the pint, Tyler? Strongest pint.
Strongest pint, 1 gold.
1 gold. Down in that. Down and getting one.
Fair enough.
Can't say.
I guess
Ooh.
so.
Ooh. Oh, I can feel that. Can see why they don't. I can see why the say dwarven beer's good.
The guy's like, yeah, they definitely are.
Oh, that hits the spot. And I then set off. Come on, Benjamin. Let's go.
They are. I'll fall behind you.
And as I start heading to where I need to go. Or if I can't figure it out, I'm gonna ask directions.
Yeah.
But when you was explaining the King's mission, I kind of had someone ask me a question, walked in and asked me a question.
Okay.
I kind of like didn't hear half of it. I heard something about production.
Yeah, so basically, to re-go back over it,
Rewind the clock.
yeah, it's basically just remind you what he said. There is apparently some creature.
That's a creature.
Well, they think it's a creature at least. There's, to their knowledge, it's a creature. Well, they think it's a creature because of what's happening. Basically, as they're trying to work, like some of the like forges are just like randomly like shutting down. They've also noticed that things have randomly just been going missing. But yeah, that's all they know, and the things are randomly going missing, and the forges for some reason just keep not working.
Let's go find these forges.
Yeah, so
As I go to like a guard or something and say, I'm here help with a quest with the king to go find what's been disturbing the forges.
it's like yeah, yeah, you'll find yeah, probably be the main forges. So you sort of point you in the direction, like if you just sort of points towards like the closest, like I guess big mountain nearby. It's like you should be able to see if your eyesight's not horrendous, but you see the sort of smokestacks near the mountains over there.
I squint my eye slightly, saying, the sun's in that direction, but I can make it out.
Yeah, just
Oh yeah, I see him. I see him.
yeah,
I see him.
if you head towards the mountains, towards the smokestacks, you'll find the forge within the mountain. I'm sure there'll be some workers there who can direct you around as well, but I'm sure they'll be happy to find, well, happy to know that there's people to help deal with it.
Yeah, let's go find out. Thank you, kind sir. Come on, Benjamin.
Right behind you. As he carries on following behind you. After a bit of walking around, you do make your way to sort of the front of the cave. For you, I can actually describe this because it's randomly just coming to my head. Do you know the firefighter challenge in '76?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that sort of mountain. It's very like black rock, kind of ash
heap.
Ash heap from the volcano.
Toxic gas.
It's not as toxic as you would believe it is, but yeah, it's like ash heap, load of like I guess molten rock.
I'm gonna first because it's gonna impede my breathing. I'm gonna take out I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna take a bit of rope, rip a bit of cloth off from my old clothes,
Yeah,
douse it in a bit of water, and use it to cover my face.
yeah. Benjamin sort of follows your lead on that as he thinks it'll at least help.
I pass him one because I don't see he's got any ragged clothes.
Yeah, he's like,
They should help with the smoke a bit.
he's like, no, thank you, friend. And he helps sort of cover himself. You should make your way in. There's a couple workers who are getting off shift. They're like packing the gear up, like sorting it in the lockers. And one of them notices you two walking in. He's like, "Oh, go on, lads. No need to use that old trick. It ain't that bad in here." Nah.
At my age, I'm 56. I'd rather make sure my lungs don't give up before I die.
Nah, I'm joking. Us dwarfs have gotten used to this, but yeah, it's probably the
Yeah,
best.
as a human wizard, I don't think it'd do very well in my lungs. Got no magic spells to deal with toxic fumes.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while, ain't. But yeah. Oh, I'm guessing you're probably the folks they've been sent to help deal with whatever's messing up in our forge.
Oh, give me a lay down on what's happening.
Yeah,
I've heard it from the king, but best to get it from the workers.
yeah, the shirtless dwarf. He's shirtless. It's a very interesting detail. Gives you the rundown. Yeah, so
Why are you shirtless, mate?
it's hot in this forge.
Start sweating my bollocks off.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So for the better, fucking hell, I'm having a stroke today. The better part of I'd say 2 weeks, the forge has just been haywire. Every now and again, the forges would randomly just shut off, stop working. Random, I guess, like tools and that would just go missing. People apparently reportedly found a bunch of like I guess charred and burnt like tool handles, but can't find the metal bits. Like it's all heap of trouble. It's not like we keep our tools near lava or anything, so it can't just burn that easily. And it's definitely not the heat. We get special wood imported in to sort of help resist the heat, so it's definitely something else that's dealing with it. But yeah, we just don't know what's causing it. So some of the more, how do I put it? Why can't I
Let's say this now. I hope it's not the Dark Lord.
Yeah, well,
Well, because I believe the king will be reluctant to believe me.
yeah, well, there's quite a lot of people down here, so if we do see anything that's unusual for our place, we'll definitely put a word in as well. But yeah, more of the
Personally, I hope it's an exotic beast. I want to sell it to the hunters.
yeah. I still can't figure out what word I'm trying to use. Spiritual? No. Oh, what? Why cannot? Why am I having a?
Why is fucking?
My,
I just looked at fucking Discord and Jesus Christ, Matt.
oh, the other. I'm not checking.
Matt's Discords had ads.
I'm not checking.
Oh, not Discord. Sorry, I mean the fucking illegal anime site.
Oh, I'm not looking at that while I fucking record. Speaking of, what time are we on?
Showing these two faggots beating their meat.
What? What word am I actually trying to think of? Fucking hell, I'm having a stroke. Not spiritual. When people who believe in like bad omens.
Yeah.
Position.
Yeah, superstition. That's what I don't know why I was like stuck on the word. Yeah, so yeah, the more superstitious among us believe it's a bad omen that we've dug too deep, or that we've extracted too much resources from the mountains, and the mountains themselves are telling us to leave. But for you hear from me, I don't really believe in stuff like that.
Well, it won't really make sense. There's not really many creatures that would even do that.
Yeah, but I'm sure you.
Uh,
I'm sure you'll find whatever's.
If anything, all you've probably done is like dug into a creature's den or something. It's causing disruptions.
Yeah.
That's the most likely case.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll find it.
Unless some gods sort it out against you, but gods aren't really the type to just interact with people.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll find whatever it is.
Anyway, thank you, good sir.
Yeah.
We'll get to move on down and go find out what's causing this. And have a good day.
Yeah. You
As,
too.
as I cough, like, I
Yeah.
can't. Oh god, it's already getting.
Yeah. So I guess you make your way down. Oh well, make your way through the forge, I guess, which I
Yeah.
guess would also be down, or maybe it's up. You never know. You don't know which way they're digging in this mountain. But yeah, you just make your way through more of the forge. You walk past a good couple of workers who are getting off shift about now. Well, some of them are getting off shift who probably started earlier. Like going to their respective like work areas, hanging up the tools and getting ready to head out. But as you're just walking through the forge, you see, well, walking through, I guess, the mountain, you see big forges working away, um, huge bellows at the work. Think the literally just think of the mountain, the dwarven mountain from the Lord of the Rings, where like the scene where they get the forges working again with the big bellows. That's what I'm sort of trying to describe. But they've got like the really big bellows. You have to like make all the molten gold. It's like that, only they're not making molten gold. They're making a lot of other things. But they just go, yeah, huge forges working away as you carry on making your way through. After a bit, though, you do reach sort of the main, I guess, the main sort of mining
Forge.
point. Yeah, the main forge and like the main sort of like mining point where people have, where like the dwarven workers have been saying most of the disruptions have been happening, and that's what you see. Hella OSHA violations. One slip,
Okay, fucking not in here.
one slip, and fucking OSHA violations are going to go through the fucking roof. But yeah,
I hope it's fucking orcs.
yeah. As you make your way in, they do explain to you. It's like, oh,
I'm gonna go this way.
yeah.
Avoid the thin path.
yeah. So you like move over it. As one of the workers, Benjamin sort of falls behind you. It's like one of the workers like, yeah, it's around here that all the disruptions keep happening.
I'm gonna can I do an arcana see if any magical disruption?
Yeah.
Can I feel it? Can I feel it? Can I feel it?
Yeah. So you sort of you sort of put your hand out just to sort of ask the dwarf to just be a bit quiet while sort of just be like trying to focus. As you focus, you know, it's as you're like focusing, you sort of notice right in front of you, right in the pool ahead, there's this, I guess, burning sensation of mana in the air coming from the pool.
Benjamin, can you sense that?
He sort of looks at you for a second and also closes his eyes. It's like yeah. He sort of chokes on the air and then puts his regular. It's like yeah, it kind of burns to focus on. Saying that, he then pulls his sword out and I guess gets ready to defend himself.
I get my fists ready. Get my brass knuckles on.
Yeah, you set your brass knuckles on and it's like
Come on, beast! Show yourself. We know you're there.
the worker's like beast. Like, oh fuck. He sort of moves back into into cover to make sure like whatever pops out doesn't just like kill him immediately. But as you say that, there's no response. So Benjamin looks. He's like, I've got an idea. He finds a rock that's not completely fucking boiling hot, and does a nice volley and throws it into the pool of lava. And after a bit of wait, nothing happens. He's like, damn,
Definitely some magic tampering, but how do we deal with it?
Damn, well, I'm out of ideas.
Do I have the spell for this?
Benjamin's like, well, well, I'm out of ideas. That's all I bring to this. For a
Oh,
rock.
I can. Ah, but it has to be all magic effect within a range. How would dispel magic work?
Um,
Let me pop dispel
yeah,
magic up.
pop it in and I'll think, see if it would.
I just saw it saying dispel magic. I'll have to. Give me a second. I'm gonna get rid. Dispel magic. Let's pop up on the screen.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect. You know what, for sake, I'd say that does work.
Then I'm gonna cast dispel magic.
Yeah, see, you cast a spell magic on the area. And I'll... Yeah.
For each spell for high on. Oh shit! It's a flame elemental.
Burst out the lava comes a flame elemental. Weirdly though, part of it is not as much on fire. It's like when you cool like a rock. Part of it's like cooled rock, and then the rest of it is fire. It screams out as it bursts out the lava. As you see, like, I guess your own mana chipping away where the rock is and the surrounding area. It's sort of trying to chip away at the fire, almost. Your magic's trying to extinguish the elemental. And that, I'd say, you have weakened the elemental at least.
Can I say anything about it? Or is
What?
it just like a normal fire elemental, basically?
It's other than your magic sort of dispelling part of its, I guess, that energy. You don't notice anything, I guess, unique about it. It's just a very angry fire elemental. Oh.
I can't remember whether fire elementals can naturally appear or whether they are summoned in.
I guess you can find a library later and look that up, but
Yeah.
currently the fire elemental is very angry at the both of you and will try and attack. God, it got horrendous. Got a 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Benjamin
forgot.
will roll.
I ain't doing much better.
Fucking 2 nat ones. It goes crazy.
This is fucking crazy. Wait, I'm trying to remember the spell, because I know there's a spell Conjure Elemental, but I don't know.
I think Conjure Elemental does allow you to summon a fire elemental if that's what you're looking for.
It does, yeah.
I think you can pick the elemental type for Conjure Elemental.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I also know there's Conjure Minor Elemental, which is like the new one. It summons a bunch of little ones, and that's
No, I thought mine has been around for a while.
Actually, I think it is. I think it's just like a new version of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Conjure Elemental is a spell. I just can't remember if they can be summoned naturally, but or if they can appear naturally. You would.
I know fire elementals live on the elemental plane of fire, but
Maybe this is required reading for later if you find a book
yeah.
or a library. But yeah, it's your turn first.
My turn first. I'm going to not to use fireball. A very bad
Are
idea.
you sure? Are you sure you don't?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, the fire elemental in bold writing. The fire elemental.
I don't know. Oh.
Oh, purple. They should give elementals a special ability if they get. They should give them fucking lightning rod from Pokemon. Or if they get hit by the elemental type, they gain health. That'd be
Well, I
crazy.
guess the only thing I can do is oh, that's not bad. It's too far away. What does that do? I'll increase your speed. Never mind. Actually, I can use that spell though. We could do that. Might do that. Yeah, probably the best bet. So I'm gonna move 30 feet. I'm gonna use Misty Step. I'm gonna go next one.
Yeah.
And then as an action, I'm going to use Vampiric Touch.
Yep.
I don't think I'm hitting it. Oh, wait, it's 60.
No, yeah, you hit.
Oh, shit.
So you deal 18 damage.
And I get half in healing. Woo! Sadly, I haven't taken any damage. It's also concentration.
Yeah, is that your turn?
In my turn, yeah.
It's now Benjamin's turn.
I need to go for a pee.
Um,
Crazy work.
Crazy work, yeah. I'll allow him to do that as a bonus action. Benjamin will do a bonus action to dash up to this sketch with Luke. Yeah, the Dwarven King basically called you all a bunch of bums, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, bro heard what happened to the fucking Elven King. It's like, has not heard the full story, like.
I'm back.
Yeah, so Benjamin just dashed up as a bonus action, and he's just gonna try and make 2 melee attacks. Ding, ding. I forgot to take advantage of, so that 20's fucking useless. And he does 15 bludgeoning. It's turn. It's now the fire elemental, who is gonna touch you. He's not supposed to be
Nuh-uh. Oh shit, he's actually just called Touch.
Yeah, he's gonna touch you. And yeah, we'll with his second attack try and touch Benjamin. Which just fails. Oh, bro's attacks are fucking ass. Attack rolls today have been horrendous. It's your turn.
In return, I'm going to use Vampiric Touch. Then I'm gonna do it again! Because I'm gonna use one of my things as a bonus action. I'm guessing none of them hit?
The 13 hits.
Okay. I'm guessing the 12 doesn't.
Yeah, the 12
I'm a class of 13. Okay.
takes 7. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
It's Benjamin's turn. He's now going to try and swing again. Oh my god,
Oh,
he's actually
shit.
doing something. 17 and 16.
Oh shit! Benjamin's cracked. Benjamin's got that 2d10 on his sword. What fucking sword is he using?
He's got his magical sword. Well,
Magic
not
sword.
actually magical, but he's got a special sword. Sword special.
Oh, the elemental touches.
Sorry, I'm just trying to do my mouse. Yeah, it's the elemental. Once again, he's gonna try to touch you first, and then Benjamin. Damn, his roll's been ass. Like
Miss.
it's +6 as well. Like it's only like it's got a bad modifier. Bro's just rolling horrendous. He's like slightly out of range. He's like eh. So let's swipe it at you.
Eh.
It's now your turn, Link.
I am going to. I have a feeling that my best bet is just to use Vampiric Torch because I have a feeling I've got like a bunch of fucking resistances.
Touch v touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch him back. I'm touching him in return.
You touch him
But
twice.
hey, I'm guessing. So yeah, yeah. Ooh, that's a good roll. I'm gonna touch him.
Yep. Touch it for 23 damage. Sorry, is that?
Yep, that's on my turn.
It's now Benjamin. Who?
Ben's jamming.
He's Ben and he's jamming.
See, Ty, you glad I remember Benjamin's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, on my fingers, sketchy. Actually, no, because I spelt man wrong because I put it in the wrong. I put man in the wrong order. So it was AMN. Sketchy Ammon Benjamin. Spell Benjamin right though. Oh, Benjamin.
Benjamin misses both his attacks, but he has to back up, and he's like, "Oh," he sort of as he swings, but misses both.
Is he actually using a rapier?
No, he's just using.
Oh, his character icon has a rapier, so it's like.
Maybe his sword is a rapier.
Next the misses.
But he swings and gets 2 misses. He just turns to you and it kind of fucking remembering why you're actually here. It's like, wait a minute. You said we're here to figure out. He's sort of like doing this as he's like backing away to like get to defend himself. He's like, we're here to learn if the Dark Lord sent this thing, right?
No, we're here to stop it. Really, we're here to stop it, and investigating it will also help if it is the Dark Lord or not.
Yeah.
I know the elementals can be summoned, but I don't know whether they can be transported to the mortal plane themselves.
Yeah, well, somehow I might be able to try. Benjamin like closes his eyes and reaches his hand out towards the creature. Benjamin is going to attempt to read the creature's thoughts using his magic.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. I don't have that spell, so.
Um, and so he needs to make a save.
Well, the problem with us saying this is we can't really tell if it because like we got no evidence. If you do read the thoughts, it's more just the king won't believe us.
Yeah, I mean, you do. Yeah, it's like there's a dwarf like one of the dwarf workers is watching this fight, so, but it's like I guess it's like, can you convince the king? Like, I guess you can always try afterwards.
It could just be some disgruntled worker as well.
Yeah, but Benjamin takes the time to read the creature's thoughts. It'll tell you what he learns later, but it's now the fire elemental's turn, and seeing as Benjamin didn't really hit him that
Is
turn,
he using detect thoughts? I'm guessing or detect something. It's like
yeah, it's like
yeah. Try to remember what the spell does. Detect.
well, at least the way it works on his sheet, you can
Okay.
you can read.
Detect thoughts, because I can't remember whether you can even read the language. So if thoughts doesn't specify.
The elemental's gonna try and touch you again.
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop touching me.
Oh, he's touched you twice.
Oh shit.
He's touching
Wait, what's my thingy? Give me a sec. I am going to use shield to block one of them.
you. And the second one does 11 fire damage to you.
If the creature is a creature or flammable creature, until the creature takes an action to douse the fire, the target takes 1d5 fire damage. Okay. Oh, it's 11 to take the 11 damage.
I realised
Damage.
when I reduced it because you did the magic, I made it to like a thing I can't even roll, so I can do the fudge roll, can't I?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I didn't even do it.
One.
No, advanced roll.
And then my concentration. Gotta roll minimums of 10. Well, Vampiric Touch has been deactivated. Fuck you, you bastard.
I'm just cheating, making it 1d6. I already reduced it anyway. So you take 5 from the burn, and then it's your turn. You can see.
Well, I'm going to start my vampiric touch again. I'm going to use my bonus action to do it.
The first one hits, second one doesn't.
Well, 6. Oh, I took 6 damage. Oopsie. There we go. Well, the second one doesn't hit. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Let's return it. So Benjamin, who believes he's got all he needs out of this, and he's gonna try and go back on the offensive. He does hit, and
Let's go, Benjamin.
hits. I don't know, like finds the right spot to swing at an elemental, and hits it as the elemental starts fizzling out.
Let's go, Benjamin.
The rest of his body, just sort of the flame dissipates and the body falls and sort of fizzles into rock, falls apart and just crumbles on the floor next to you.
Go. Learn anything from him? I know you tried to detect thoughts on him.
Yeah, I learned that it seems that at least the assumption was correct. This creature was summoned. Obviously, I don't believe the creatures are even actually found at this plane, but the creature that was summoned, it remembers, at least in its memories and its thoughts, it remembers seeing the person who summoned it. I think it was dark. They were wearing, well, it was more of the outline of a figure, but they were wearing a lot of dark armor. But I could not see a face, as it was covered by a helmet.
Have I seen the Dark Lord in like fighting gear?
Yeah, you saw him in armor at the arena. I could get up the character sheet, but
Could I describe the armor which I saw the Dark Lord in? Because I'm assuming you'd have it embroidered.
Yeah, you described the armor. If I remember correctly, it was this armor that he was in.
Yeah.
Correct.
I described that. Yeah, that was the armor. I described the armor to him.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that sounds a lot like the armor I saw. Obviously, I didn't get to see all the minute details, but it definitely sounded familiar.
Well, with that situation, only problem is proof of that. That is the Dark Lord's armor. That's gonna be a pain. We won't be able to. He won't believe us.
And coming from like behind the rubble he hid behind, it's like, gents, so is it over? Was that the thing that was causing the issues?
Yeah, who's been summoned in?
Oh, do you have any idea by who?
Yes, but the king wouldn't believe us.
No.
It was summoned in by the Dark Lord, who was able to probe the elemental's mind. The problem is, we're just two adventurers, and the Dark Lord would not believe us. Or not, I mean the king would not believe us. I could see if I can find anything around here to prove that there was someone else. But the chance of that. How long has the issue been going on for?
I think one of our other workers told you it started about half or 2 weeks ago.
Probably won't be able to find out that. You know what? I'm gonna have a look around the area, see if I can find any sort of, because the elemental will have to be summoned here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a look around and see if I can find anything of any sort of like proof that there's something.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me look up the conjure elemental spell and see what.
I think it has to be somewhere within an area.
Yeah. I'll just quickly look it up.
Because I believe it also only lasts for a certain time as well. Oh, it lasts for 1 hour. So is that the Dark Lord's been here repeatedly?
Yeah. So yeah, conjure elemental duration an hour. Yeah, so
Dismissed by you, and it disappears 1 hour after you summon it.
yeah, so as you're walking around looking for anything, sort of, you're looking anywhere and everywhere that you can really feasibly get to. As you're walking down a bunch of paths that really no one goes down, because they're more focused on the
Find
other
out.
areas.
They've mined it out.
Yeah, like they're already sort of done with it, and it's sort of like, oh well, that place we're done
I
with.
whilst I was investigating, I told the dwarf to follow with me, so I can't be like tampering with anything.
Yeah, the dwarf would follow you just so it's for proof as well. And Benjamin's with you obviously. Um, you find as when you walk around, you find well a person in very similar armor, sat almost meditating. They don't seem to have noticed that you're there.
Oh, it'd be so much funny time if he's just drinking a cup of tea. Wouldn't been the first time we've seen a character drinking a cup of tea.
Try to remember when they. Oh yeah.
the guy in the balcony
Yeah,
in the slide, like walks up and joins him for a cup of tea.
Yeah, the leader of like the main town in Ephialites was just chilling, having a cup of tea. Other series reference. Again, yeah, he's just chilling, having a cup of tea, and walked up and just had a cup of tea with him.
And then fought, killed him.
And,
Yeah.
then killed him.
And
but yeah,
I'm gonna go and go. Ah! I think I thought I'd find you here.
the person does not seem to respond.
I'm gonna pull out my staff. I'm gonna poke him.
Uh,
Oi!
you poke it a bit, and after a second, shakes his head and looks up. He's like, "Oh, well, that's slightly annoying." Is they move the legs in a way to stop meditating and
Have
stand.
you just been sat here for like 2 weeks, summoning an elemental once an hour and leaving?
No, I'm not that stupid.
Damn, you must have some crazy magic. Cause jeez,
Well, with
unless you opened a portal to the plane of fire, brought in and took out an elemental from that to stop it from disappearing, I guess.
well, yeah.
Probably easier than coming back every hour.
Oh, you can keep guessing all you like. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah. Either way, some perseverance.
Yeah. Well, it's mainly because thanks to a certain someone generously donating that second shard of fire, I've felt a lot better than I have in a while. And maybe that's my fault making a bit too many riskier plays, but yeah, originally it was more tiresome to do this. I was just doing it to stop any semblance of mobilization, but now I was just doing it out of spite. See, it becomes a lot easier the more power you get, and now it's just out of spite that for that dwarven king. But I don't know I don't know what you're expecting from me. I mean, I'm not actually really here. That's what
I gathered that.
yeah. I was hoping you would catch on. But yeah,
I think I've only ever truly seen you once in theory. That's even if you were there when you fought the Elven King, but I don't really care.
yeah. Well, between me and you, I was there at the arena.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah. What sort of leader would I be if I didn't set a good example?
Oh, did you like my little bomb I made that killed one of the orcs when it left?
Yeah, you're.
I hadn't tried it, so I kind of was curious, and I used a leaving orc to try it on. My apologies. I don't like orcs.
Yeah. I don't really have. I didn't really have many choices when it comes to workforce, but you're quite a resourceful person. If you're ever looking for work, I mean,
You enslaved me. Why would I work for you?
again, that
It took me 30 years to leave there. I don't want to go back.
Well, work is basically enslavement anyway, if you think about it.
Yeah, and I'm a free man.
Well, you know, I could always offer you a deal, you know, anything you
I'll-
want in this world.
I'll pass on the offer.
You sure?
I'm almost dead.
I could change
Okay.
that.
I don't want to live for eternity.
It doesn't have to be eternity, I could give you years back.
I don't want to do that either.
Oh, fine. You try and throw me
There's
down.
nothing much you could really offer me, mate.
Could help you fund that magic school of yours.
I can do that myself.
Yeah, fair enough. He
I ain't
turns.
looking for no handouts.
He turns and looks to Benjamin. What about you, Benjamin? He's like, he looks very scared. He's like, nah, I'm alright. He's like, oh, how's the real estate? How's he sort of jokingly talks about the real estate? It's like, yeah, I know, he got me with that one. Yeah,
See, Benjamin, I told you.
yeah, well, I'm a changed man now.
Don't trust any sketchy businesses.
Yeah. It's like, well, this has been a very enlightening conversation. I'm sure we've all gained a lot from this. Anyway, if we are done. You know, I'm wasting awfully little energy to do this, and I don't. Really care.
I'm using even less.
Great. Well, at least we're all both on the same page. And enjoy the rest of your few years.
Thank you. I will.
Yeah. Also, when you next speak to your group, if you do me a solid, so you don't need anything off me, tell the two of them to kill themselves. That would ease a lot of pain off our back. And
Alright, yeah. I'll let them know.
Yeah,
I'll pass
fa-
the message.
nice one, thanks. Yeah, you're a lot more reasonable than I thought you would be. Anyway,
I like having conversations and all, but most of the shit I do is for dramatics. It's kind of fun.
fair enough.
I worked in an arena for 30 years. Allow me to have some dramatics in my everyday.
Fair enough. As with a click of his finger, he dispels whatever magic he's
Just click
using.
his finger on his switch of his stick.
Yeah, he clicks his fingers and dispels the magic that he had to sort of project himself.
Well,
to.
dwarf, is that enough proof for you?
What?
You just see the guy that was floating there?
No. No. He jokes and says, "No, I'm taking the piss." Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the king will agree with you that it's a bigger situation now.
Yeah, I could hope.
Like, he bro could have just left him alone, and like the dwarven king would have not joined in. And
Well, you did
But,
hear.
hey,
You
no.
did hear him. He was doing it out of spite. He already knows.
oh
that-
yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was just doing
Well,
it out
no,
of spite.
it started off as something, then it became out of spite.
Yeah, because it started off as he didn't want the dwarfs to be able to mobilize as quick, and then it just turned out of spite because he doesn't really care now.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you make your way out of the mine?
Yep. I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go to the tavern first. I go to the dwarf and actually go. Okay, dwarf, come on, mate. We need you.
Fucking like, pick him up.
I don't think I could pick a dwarf up like 300 pounds, like 200 pounds.
My 200-pound dwarf life.
My 200-pound dwarf life.
Okay, so you make your way back to the tavern. Sort of, this dwarf's following you. He's like, I just want to fucking go home.
I know, but your evidence.
Your evidence. So yeah, I understand. But yeah, you go back to the tavern. Weirdly, Gavin. It's like his middle name. No, it's his fucking last name. It's Benjamin.
Wilhelm,
He's-
you'll be glad to know. The Dark Lord tells you to kill yourself.
Wonderful. That's glorious. It's
And also, you'll be glad to know the Dark Lord was involved in this, so it's gone against the king. He'll probably join now. Who knows?
right.
You're welcome.
Well, I will just turns to Justinian to see if he has any input on what Luke said.
I won't be surprised if Jason's good.
No.
Oh, Jason, they say. Oh yeah, Justinian. He also tells you to kill yourself too. I don't know why he told me to say that to you, but I thought I'd pass the message along.
Wilhelm will just turn to you, just like he's awfully happy about that.
Cult the booze. I'm in a cheerful mood.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh yeah, tell I never doused myself out. I just assume I did it after combat.
Yeah, because the combat ended. I assume you would just. It's either that or in a second you're gonna realise and you're just gonna drop dead from.
Burning. I've been burning for like the past 10 minutes.
Just.
I'll be standing in the corner slowly taking poison damage. Ugh.
This is Luke currently.
Everything's fine. Please notice that everything's fine.
No, it's just fucking Jogo from JJK.
But anyway, I'm off to the castle. Be back soon.
Alright, see you.
BRB.
Yeah, so you make your way back to the castle. And yeah, you're in front of the dwarf king.
And I go, Sire,
Benjamin's
we
here
have
as well.
grave and terrible news.
Is the forge not working?
No, the forge is fine.
Oh,
So who's involved with dealing with the forge?
the workers?
No. What caused? I mean, it's what caused the issues.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I had poor wording. My apologies.
So, what did you find out?
So there was a fire elemental. That's fine and dandy, but it's what summoned the fire elemental. It was the Dark Lord. So I knew you wouldn't believe me with that because I am a humble person. So I brought one of your workers, who saw it.
Just want to go home. Just want to go home, man. My shift ended like 3 hours ago. Yeah, so what he says is the truth. I saw him with my own eyes. He was weirdly He was weirdly, I don't know.
Conversational. Try to offer
Yeah.
me a job.
Yeah, he tried to offer him
Not
a
my
job.
type of shtick.
Oh, I should have asked the pay rates. And then the king goes, "What did you say?" It's like, nothing, my lord.
So he started off. He gave his reasoning why he did it. Started off of just trying to stop your production. Then he just did it out of spite.
But the dwarven king looks at you. Heaven really just just really unimpressed by the whole situation. He's now realised this whole issue has been caused out of spite. It's not even been some ulterior motive of it's sort of like
No, there was originally an ulterior motive. That was to reduce your production.
yeah.
Then it was just out of spite.
He's like, great. Great. Well, at least that's dealt with.
Also, I'd watch out for if you got any of them like God Shards of Phaia. Protect it with your life. He's after him.
Yeah. The last I heard, the Elven King did the same thing, and well,
I guess he didn't try hard enough.
not to tread on all ground that annoyed your ally, but yeah, he didn't exactly try hard enough. But us dwarfs, we're resilient. If he ever comes knocking, we'll be ready.
All of a sudden, he takes an arrow to the head.
All of a sudden, he fucking just dies on the spot. Right.
Ooh. My character's still on fire.
Yeah, all of a sudden, he stands up to walk towards you, and his fucking body falls. It's like torso falls off. And cutting it off, like.
So yeah, that's that situation.
Yeah.
Also, my group didn't want to help you because it wasn't enough money for him. So I brought my buddy old pal here, Benjamin.
Yes, I am a humble lawyer who hopes to help my friend Anax here make his school. But yes, I come before you, sire, I am the humble Benjamin Ivo Gavin the Third, vassal of the town of Meistery. He's like, it's good to meet you. Yeah, I believe I actually promised you guys a reward. I'll get your friend what the pay that was going to be given to your allies, and I will give you the deed to the mountain as promised. Um,
Yippee!
he calls like one of his like guards to get some like parchment and to seeing as I guess he did the work of two people. Benjamin gets 150.
Let's go, Benjamin.
Yes, Benjamin gets money. And he gives you half anyway. He's like, the
Oh, Benjamin, thank you, thank
it's
you.
like that can be the other half, and it can hopefully go towards funding the school.
Yeah, to be going towards construction.
Yeah, and with some parchment, he writes it out. He rolls it up, puts a royal seal on. Well, actually, he reads it first before putting a royal seal on it, just so. See, because then to read it, you have to take off the seal. And yeah, it's like he reads it out. It's like, all right, let's make sure I've got this all right. It's like, yeah, this sounds all right. With the power I hold as king of the dwarfs, I give my solemn word, and through this deed, the anax, the raging wizard, will have my full support to take control of the mountain.
It's good to know my glory's gone far and wide. I didn't even give him my name.
Yeah. Well, your party's sort of known now. Like,
Yeah.
He knew who. Like the elves know because the word got to him quick, but he knew who Wilhelm was when they entered. He knew who Justinian was, and he knew who you were. So they say you guys got a bounty on you now. So like, it's like, yeah. Anyway, back to speech.
Benjamin suddenly puts a knife in my back.
Fucking TF2 spy backstab. Like, it's like I give my word.
Benjamin that just fades away, and it's just the Dark Lord.
It's like fuck hell. I lost what I was speaking.
I die and go, were you really just talking to yourself back
Yeah.
then?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like fucking hell, he's lost where he is now. It's like that has my full faith. They take over the mountain and transform it into a wizarding school and neutral diplomatic ground for all nations. That sound good?
Yep, that sounds good.
He rolls it up and puts obviously the royal seal of the dwarven nation and passes it to a guard who walks over and hands it to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But yeah, no worries. Thank you for helping us deal with that. By all means, when you do start getting the place set up, if you have anyone to send it or anyway, don't feel bad about sending us a letter. I'm sure there's some folks here who wouldn't mind learning.
Sure will do. Want to get people from all over. Just no orcs.
Fair enough. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Oh, don't think there is. If you need any more work, just give me a letter. Send it to the Merchants Guild. They'll probably find me. I pass through them quite a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. I sure will. I wish you the best on the rest of your travels.
As I bow and I take my leave.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Oh, my lord, will you now be putting up arms against that Dark Lord?
Yeah, we'll probably get some troops ready, and we'll just make sure there isn't any evil festering our lands, and we'll probably see about contacting the other nations.
Yes, that's wonderful to hear. I'm sure my companion will be happier now.
Yes.
I do humbly apologise for him throwing a javelin at you, and I'm glad you didn't have him executed.
To be fair, it was my fault. It was the stress of everything, and I believe I did heavily insult both of your allies. Vera's more my fault than theirs. I overstepped the line and overused my power a bit to insult both of them.
Well, it'd be good to if you can apologise to them in person, but I can't force you to do that.
Yeah, maybe if whenever I next speak to them, I can apologise.
Yes.
But yeah,
Anyway, I bid you farewell.
he gives you like a nod as he goes about his business.
I'm gonna go back to the tavern now.
Yeah, so you head back. Benjamin's still following you, I guess, because he's gonna go to the tavern anyway. Yeah, you make your way back.
I'm gonna go, Wilhelm. You'll be
Yeah,
glad to hear that the king has decided to put up arms against the Dark Lord.
that is good to hear.
Oh, he also humbly apologizes.
Wilhelm sort of chuckles to himself. It's like, I highly doubt that, but
You can go ask him yourself. He literally said he humbly apologized. He said all the stress and all that.
yeah.
Genuinely, he sounded apologetic.
Maybe I'll make my way there tomorrow. I had he also
A rarity for a king to do that, so it's quite a shock.
yeah. Wilhelm stands up as he sees he's got a letter in his hand. He's like, I need to take this to the merchant guild anyway. See if they can get it with a courier. And
Yeah.
it
Well, yeah, anything, just informing the human kingdom of the current situations.
yeah, just keeping the marshal is in turn my
Well, you
boss.
might want to update it saying that the dwarves will happily help with the Dark Lord as well.
Yeah, I'll add another bit of paper in and get them sent together. Yeah, so
Perfect.
Wilhelm heads out to go.
Well,
deliver that.
what we gonna? Well, I'm gonna need to go to the human nation. I could deliver it. I need to go there anyway because I need my last deed.
Yes, I guess you say we'll just hold on to it for now then instead of going into the merchant guild.
Because we're gonna go back to the human one as well. So because
fucking Voltor.
the last bit's done. Yeah, well taught.
Yeah. But is there anything you'd like to say, Jason, or is Justinian still chilling?
Nah, he's chilling.
Gotta wonder if Justinian and Wilhelm have been having conversations. They probably had passing banter, but yeah. Wilhelm probably will just get a room for the night then, soon as
Yeah. Anyway, time for sleep.
yeah. And that will be the end of the session. I'll just
How much you paying?
pay pay 1 gold. I'm gonna pay 2 on Wilhelm because I'd assume he would have had some drinks and other things paid for, so we'll do 2.
That's one. That's one whole, and that's the strongest ale though. That
Yeah.
Wilhelm would have the strongest ale.
Nah, he probably just he's spreading it out, just having a few other drinks. XP, some money to work out.
They're like, I'm trying to remember an elemental. I know it's gonna be over 1,000. I know elementals. They're about challenge rating 5. It wasn't too strong. I'm gonna guess about 1,000 for the elemental at least. How close was that, Tyler?
Well, the elemental is usually 1,800.
Oh shit.
Oh, I modified the stats as well. Why did I? I must have fucking ruined the armor class because it says it has an armor class of 1.
Hmm.
So I probably just hit the armor class thing by accident. You get 2,600 XP
2,600.
to the goblins as well.
Oh, and manage XP, add XP 2,600.
But yeah, that's the end of today's session. So I hope you enjoyed.
Yippee!
Yippee!